The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the town of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Allen, nifty footwork. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 6 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
From the 27, Herbert. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Jennings. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Swift going to try up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Lions at 5-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a loose football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, Eckler. Gets past one man. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to pump the ball back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jennings. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jennings. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jennings. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So that, Charles, a season long. And since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, that's where everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Herbert now. This is caught by Williams. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got Allen. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. First down, Chargers. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. It's Eckler again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he'll bite under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the pressure gets to him again. Aiden Hutchinson. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Throwing on first down. Jennings. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got a man, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 33 yards that time. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fields it right around the goal line. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching, they remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL. Probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the middle to McFarland. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Jennings. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Kenneth Murray in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They started on the ground with Eckler. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by in this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We get started out in Southern Nevada, visiting Chicago in town to take on Las Vegas. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Buccaneers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 1st and 10, Jennings dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And that, nearly picked off. Well, would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 3rd down, Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jennings. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Jennings. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down. On 1st down, Jennings. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wide
wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Herbert on first down now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert throwing again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jennings. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Jennings. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's was a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing on first down, Jennings. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Looking to throw. Jennings. Yeah, he's got it.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Swift again. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And this time he is in. DeAndre Swift. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through. That's great for the old confidence.
But on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to us, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
chain, 2nd and 12.
Up the middle with Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Ford Field
to gain a 1st down. This is swung out to Eckler.
So they'll get nothing on that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Jennings.
That throw to...
And oh, he coughed it up.